In this video, I interview Adrian Diaz, and he's the founder over at the YouTube channel called Hasta Vista Boss. He's been on the channel several times. He's a student of Five Figure Niche Site, and the last time we had him on, he was making about $1,400 per month. The interesting thing is we did this interview very recently. So it was after COVID-19, after the Amazon affiliate commission rate change in April 2020, April 21st to be exact. So basically this is very, very fresh. And Adrian shares a few things that he has planned to help diversify and blend his income so that this commission rate hit is not going to be as big of a deal. He did have a bit of a mishap because his revenue was up at about $1,300 or $1,400 per month the last time we chatted, which was like January, February timeframe. And he's had some issues with a different affiliate program and tracking links. So we talk about that a little bit as well. The cool part is Adrian is loving working online, and he does still have a full-time job, but he does just like affiliate marketing and SEO and all that stuff. So he is keeping his head up. He has plans for the future, and I fully expect him to continue to grow as an online entrepreneur and working on his niche sites in general. So it's very cool that he's joining me again. Ask any questions if you have them, and be sure to check out his channel, Hasta Vista Boss. I mentioned that Adrian was a student in Five Figure Niche Site, and I like to brag on the students. Here's the deal. I'm still launching this course this week. All right. So depending on when you're watching this, it may be in the future. The course may be not for enrollment, not open for enrollment at the time that you're watching this. But if you're watching it when it's published live, you can head over to fivefigurenichesite.com/launch and check it out. See if it's a good fit for you. Now, I know 100% that the earnings potential that a person has with Amazon affiliate is lower now. Some people may be telling you that it's not going to be a big deal, but it's a big deal. It's going to be lower. So keep that in mind. If you were thinking, I'm going to make replacement income within 1 to 2 years, it's going to be harder than that. If you're thinking you're going to get started with a side hustle, if you have an existing blog, if you want to start getting involved with affiliate marketing, Amazon is probably still a really good option. The market share for Amazon is like 38%. Walmart is at number 2 with about 5%. So the fact is, even if Amazon is paying really a lot lower than what they were previously paying, say 2 years ago or 4 years ago, you're probably still going to be able to make more with Amazon than any other affiliate program. Unless you're getting 7 times more sales over at Walmart, it's going to be hard to make the math work. So anyway, if you're interested in Five Figure Niche Site, you should check it out. People wanted to enroll. People were emailing me last week, and I definitely struggled with whether or not I was actually going to launch the course like I planned at the end of April, or if I wanted to hold off and just see how things are going to shake out. But you can check it out. No pressure. I encourage you to, get started with whatever kind of marketing you want to do. I'm going to send it to the interview with Adrian Diaz. Hey, what's going on? It's Doug Cunnington here, and I'm with my good friend Adrian. How are you doing today?
I'm excellent. Thanks for having me.
And people don't know this, but you and I just did a live stream on your channel, and it was like an hour-long session, super fun. What's your channel so people could check out that interview?
Hasta la vista, boss.
Cool. How long have you?
It was really fun. Thanks for being here.
Of course. Yeah. There were a few people live in the chat. We took some questions. And how long have you been doing YouTube?
I don't know, maybe 4 months, 5 months, or something like that. I mean, I'm just a beginner.
Sure. Yeah, I hear you. And people probably remember you from some of the other interviews that I've done with you. You're a student of Five Figure Niche Site and a success story. So can you tell us a little bit more about yourself for the folks that haven't checked out those other interviews?
Well, yes, I'm Adrian Diaz, and I work in construction as a full-time gig. And then on the side, I do this, I'm trying to build this business based on affiliate marketing. So I've learned, like Doug was saying, I've learned affiliate marketing through his course, Five Figure Niche Site, and since then, well, I'm trying to build this site and make it successful, hopefully to get out of the rat race and be my own boss. But yeah, that's where we are right now.
Very cool. And do you remember like the first time you were looking into making money online?
Yes, definitely. It's a very good it's a very vivid memory. So I was looking into make money online because my wife was saying that she doesn't want to get to work anymore. So I said, okay, let's do something. What do you want to do? So that's how I started to Google or YouTube how to make money online, and that was about 3 years ago. It wasn't like instantly, but I started to follow you like for months. I can't remember, like 4 or 5 months, and then I joined your course, and then here we are 2 years later.
Awesome. And I remember, Adrian, when you were in the chat for live streams, and I was just getting started on YouTube then, and you said, I'm going to be a success story. And then some months in the future, you hit your $100 per month mark. And it was amazing. It was very cool. And I've interviewed you a few times, and you're inspiring for many, probably thousands of people, which is crazy when you think about it. I know. So can you give us an idea of your recent earnings for, I guess, maybe your main site, and just how much you're making? And you can give us sort of the composite revenue from Amazon and other affiliate programs and stuff.
Well, last month I've done, as I was mentioning to you in private, I had like some issues with my links, so I didn't get paid for all of my work. But from Amazon alone, I made $551, and that's it. I mean, and previously it was $1,400, but now because like I was saying, my links didn't work, I didn't get paid.
Sure. And we'll dig into that a little bit. I think people can learn from the mistake that you made, or if it was a mistake or just some other way to describe it. But, the fact is you were at $1,400 a month, and then it dropped down to 500. You were showing me just before we started recording that here in April of 2020, you're roughly in the $300 range. So you would generally be on target for more than March, right?
That's true. Hopefully, just that's from Amazon. Hopefully we can make more than that. Plus whatever we do on other affiliate programs.
Sure. And, we'll get into some of the other details on your site, but people probably know, especially if you're watching this right in the April-May timeframe of 2020, that Amazon sent out an email on April 14th saying that they were cutting their commission rates. So it was a big hit for a lot of us in the industry, like myself. A few other influential people are hit hard as well. And obviously, I think, Adrian, and I know your revenue is going to be a lot lower. How are you viewing that right now? How are you dealing with it?
Well, I mean, it's going to go down, as you said. So I'm going to look into how there are other ways to monetize my website. Like some of the products that I advertise on the site, they are in those categories that they're going to be reduced. Like tools, for example, construction guy tools. So instead of focusing on tools like I was doing before, now I'm gonna probably shift my attention to the other products that they still have higher commission, but that's one of the ways I look to kind of counterattack, if you want, this drastic change of things with Amazon.
Sure. And you mentioned that you were already working with some other affiliate programs. And can you tell us how you found those other programs?
So if you're talking about specific to Amazon, I personally, because I know my niche, you can go to so let's say I'm talking about tools, right? You can go to the other companies that sell tools. You can go directly to DeWalt, for example, if you sell DeWalt drills. You can go to a Walmart and find these programs, affiliate programs that are available online in your niche. Other ways, you can go to very famous programs like ClickBank, ShareSale, OfferVault. I'm not 100% sure if OfferVault has anything to do with construction, but you can go in those platforms and start looking for digital products that you can advertise on your site. So my site is about tools. Well, I can go on ClickBank and look for a guide on how to do something with a drill. I don't know now, but how to change windows. I don't think you're gonna change windows with a drill, but you get the idea, right? You can go to these platforms and look for digital products that you can add to your physical products, so you can try to make a little bit more money there.
Sure. And I know I've dabbled in many different areas. I usually just talk about Amazon, which we discussed in the interview that you did on your channel with me, Adrian. But I know for a fact that woodworking is huge. There's the very famous course on ClickBank, or at least there was a couple years ago. One of the top sellers was in woodworking. So it goes hand in hand with tools and people that are interested in finding tools. So there's a lot of opportunities. You just have to go out there and look. Now, I mean, are you changing your full business model? Do you feel like this site's a waste at this point? Or like, are you just saying, hey, I have an asset, how else can I pivot and diversify?
Yeah, I think that we go for option 2. And like I was sharing the analytics for my site with you on private, it was going up. So I have more visits. So because of that, now I think, okay, the commission is going to be low. That sucks. But I can kind of stack offers on my website. Amazon, I'm going to still create products on those, listicle articles, if you want, like top 10, top 5 for this, top 5 for that. Articles for my website, and then I'll try to build informational content around that. And hopefully that works, because like I was saying, I have some products with higher commission, but I try to stack other offers on top, like digital products, maybe ads at some point when I get to 10, 20,000 people on the site. That's going to be my approach now.
Very good. And I was just about to ask you if you had any display ads running on your site. So currently you don't?
I don't now. I did apply for a Zoic, and apparently I had an issue with my Google AdSense account. I'm not aware of any issue, but I don't know. I need to investigate that. So I'm gonna apply again and see if maybe I got someone else on the customer service, and maybe they are more skilled, I don't know, to help me.
Sure.
Because sorry, Doug, but on my side there was no issue, so I don't know what the problem was.
Sure. And I think, well, number one, I have a lot of good friends at eZoic, so I could put you in touch with someone who actually will serve as an account manager and check out what the issue is. The second thing is I'm working on, this is a little, I'm not sure if I'm supposed to say anything, but I may be able to help people that don't have the minimum threshold of traffic, which is 10,000 visitors per month. I may be able to help them find an option. So I'll leave it vague, but that's more to come. I think you're at the minimum traffic threshold, right? But you just didn't get accepted. Okay.
They did accepted me in the first instance. They said, yeah, all good. They looked at my analytics. They looked at the site. They said, we like it. But then on a second email, they sent me, hey, Adrian, there's something going on with Google AdSense account. And as you know, they work together, so they cannot have me if I have some issues with Google. But I don't know.
Very good. So, and we were just talking, overall diversification. So you have some options, potentially display ads in the future. There's other products, there's info products, there's other affiliate programs. So all good things. And I'm just curious, have you done any like email marketing? Have you looked into that at all?
Oh, wow. I completely forgot about that. I mean, that's another thing. I did some of that at the beginning of my journey, but it wasn't completely clear to me what to do and how to do it, and you know, I didn't try like it didn't work for me at the beginning. I didn't get what I was doing, so but that's another thing that I should do for sure.
Yep.
Thanks for the idea.
Sure. And I was going to say, I mean, when you are looking at, personally, my experience is when you're looking at email marketing for an Amazon affiliate site, it's hard to make the math work. I've built a couple big lists, over 10,000 people, and you have to pay some money to have that many people on a list. And if you're not pulling in more than that, it's just not ROI positive, even though there's some
Okay.
other benefits. And I mean, I think, Adrian, at the traffic levels that you were at when you were trying to work on your email list, it's a lot of work for not a lot of payoff. So usually I recommend people wait until they're, getting 500 visitors a day, 400, 500, something where, you could actually accumulate a handful of email subscribers and, get them over to those info type products where the commission rates are higher and the payouts are higher. So it makes sense. And you could actually get an ROI from that email list. So we'll talk about it offline. Now, let's shift a little bit into some of the other things you're working on. So we hit some of the affiliate site stuff, and generally you're doing a lot of things. You have a lot of interest and we have some side conversations off the record. And I'm like, dude, you just got to focus a little more. So what are some of the other things you're working on? You got YouTube. What else?
I have this YouTube channel. I have the Amazon website. I have I'm learning local SEO because I want to build a local a lead gen website, or many websites in the lead gen. Which, by the way, I'm gonna share this on my channel. The website that I'm working on. But that's what does I have? I think that's all it is. And of course, I'm doing some testings on Google. There are other things that are taking away from my time. And like Doug was saying, I'm doing a lot of stuff at the moment.
For the people that don't know, can you give them an idea what these lead generation sites do? And can you give like a small example?
Sure. So let's say, for example, like I know my accountant, for example, right? He has an office here in North London, and he obviously needs customers, like all the businesses. So I go to him and say, hey, my friend, do you want to have more customers? Of course, he will say yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to build a website that's going to target that specific keyword, like accountants in North London. So everybody who will search for accountants in North London, hopefully they're going to find my website, and I'm going to have like maybe a number that they're going to call, or maybe a form that they're going to submit, or something like that. And you can get paid because of that lead. So either it's a phone call, maybe an email they receive, maybe just the data of that person. There's many ways to do it in the lead gen space, but that's how basically it's done. Like very basically, you create a website to sell leads to the local companies.
Cool. And it's based on local SEO, right?
It's based on local SEO. That was my question. I wasn't sure if that's the same thing, but I was talking to the guy that I'm learning a local SEO. His name is Jason Wright, and he told me that it's the same thing, just that we're gonna fight with the local businesses for the same keywords. If you want, it's just like us, the affiliates, and maybe Amazon. I don't know if we fight with Amazon, but we capture people in the middle, right? In the middle of them going to Amazon.
Sure.
And
very good. And sounds like it could be pretty lucrative since, for example, the accountant is probably making a lot of money for the lifetime of the customer. So they're willing to pay quite a lot for a lead.
For sure. I mean, the guy knows me, and we kind of became friends. He's a young guy, and we became friends. And he pays me every time. I'm not an affiliate like per se for him. I'm not sending leads officially for him, but every time I send him someone, he pays me £100.
Great.
So that's a lot of money, compared to other programs.
Okay. And I was going to say, it may sound like a lot for some people thinking, hey, why would an accountant pay that much? And you're doing well, right? If you just send
Hmm.
a couple per week, that is outstanding for you.
Hmm. Hmm.
But I know personally, I've spent many thousands of dollars with my accountant, and I mean, it's a pain to switch services and all that stuff. So, I mean, I'm probably going to stick with my accountant for a pretty long time.
For
So,
sure.
even if a lead doesn't work out, maybe your accountant that you're referring leads to only closes 10%. That may be all that they need because a customer represents so much value for the lifetime of that customer.
For sure. I pay him a certain amount of money every month, right? So what's that to him if you're gonna have a client for a year, 2 years, right? What's £100 to him? It's nothing to him, right?
For sure. Very cool. And, I think I think it's cool that you're working on so many different things. There's some definite benefit to have all these different projects going where you can get ideas from the lead generation world and the affiliate marketing world and SEO and plus YouTube. So you're pulling together all these interesting skills. And I guess long term, what's your goal?
Well, I guess just like we were talking in private, I'm here to stay, and I want to do this like a long-term project. So once I get out of the rat race, I want to have like a very robust business and skills, like you were saying. So my goal is obviously to become my own boss and be able to work from anywhere, and having a few of these legion websites that are making me money from the leads, and then I have the affiliate marketing websites as well that are gonna make me another, hopefully a few grand. Plus the YouTube channel. I really like the YouTube channel, and I like to help people and talk about business anyway. But that's the big vision. I mean, I probably have a podcast in the future. I don't know.
Sure.
More stuff to add to the list.
We already have the microphone, so
Yeah.
as well. Cool. Well, let's swing back briefly to the affiliate marketing area. And, you took the course, 5-Figure Niche Site, and it's dramatic, the changes that are coming through. It is impacting my business from my affiliate sites to the course. And one thing that I did was immediately held a webinar with his students and said, here's what I'm going to do. This is, not great news, but here's what we're going to do. We're going to try to figure out how to push through. And I'm just curious, and I didn't tell you I was going to ask this, but like, how do you feel about the course right now? And how do you feel about the approach that I took to add a little more value, make the course a little bit more well-rounded, I would say. At least that's what I'm trying to do. So what are your thoughts, Adrian? And do you have any suggestions for me?
Well, of course, I really like the fact that you admitted that it's going to, it's going to affect the business and all that. But at the same time, you take action and you say, hang on a second, let's see how we're going to help everybody here, your students basically, and adding, of course, more ways to add value on top of just the Amazon affiliate. I don't know if you're gonna include ads or something like that in one of the modules, but definitely there's other things that you can add to the training, like someone was mentioning on the YouTube live stream for you to do a module on YouTube. But maybe that's another thing. I'm really not 100% sure now what you could add, but ads is one. I would definitely look into add a module about ads, and maybe how to add I don't know, maybe how to do informational type of key content, like more type of John Dystra, type of content marketing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I think I could spell it out more because I was going to say I cover both types of content, and it's been a while since you've gone through the course, but I don't highlight the informational content as much, but one thing that I am adding is around, like you said, display ads and just generally getting more out of the traffic that you have in place. Generally in the course, and you probably remember, I tell people don't put any ads on because it distracts you from doing the affiliate marketing stuff that you need to do. And then it's hard to tell, especially when your site's growing. If you throw ads on there, you don't know if it's having a negative conversion impact on your affiliate links. You just don't know. So if your site's growing really fast, you're thinking, hey, it's going up here on the affiliate side, and I'm making money on more money on ad revenue. And you really can't tell if it's hurting anything. But yep, there's going to be a few things around that. There are a few areas that I'm just going to build out a little bit more. So the informational stuff, that's great. I'm probably going to include some templates where people can see like, oh, here's a few different article types that I can have. Here's how they're structured. Here's some templates that I can give to a VA to write. So good suggestions there. And I think you highlighted a good, an important thing, because I did say, oh, this is dramatic. This is a change. We're going to have to pivot. There are definitely some people out there that are still just saying, hey, it's everything's fine. Like, even though there's, dramatic changes out there, everything's fine. Don't worry about it. And
don't panic.
Yeah. And people, I agree with the don't panic, but it's like, hey, if you're selling Amazon affiliate done for you sites, you're going to have to change your business model a little bit. You're going to have to adjust a little bit more than just throwing like an ebook on there and saying you could do email marketing now. That just doesn't work. Nobody's going to sign up for your email list. So yeah, I'm doing what I can. And I think, like you're mentioning, you're still going to be able to make a few $100 a month. You have a blog that's getting traffic. Yeah, go ahead.
Plus, one of the things that always helped me, and I always like to say this, is that it's still probably the easiest way for you to make money online and start your affiliate marketing career with this type of business, with Amazon affiliate marketing, because the program is so old. It's been so many years on the market that the program is so robust. There's very little issues in you not getting paid, like happened to me with other programs that I didn't get paid because issues with the links and all that. And it's easy. It's easy to follow a blueprint that Doug has in his course, and that's what I like. I still like, and I still recommend everybody to start with Amazon. You can start with other programs that are out there, but Amazon is still the easiest for you to understand. And then once you get the knowledge, then you can just do whatever you want. You can do programs for, advertise other type of products.
Yeah, definitely. So we're coming towards the end. There's a couple other things I want to point out. One is you were showing me traffic before we started recording, and it looks like it's record traffic. It looked like it was up 25% over the previous week, and things are just blowing up. So is that the case? Is your traffic going up like crazy?
Let me just quickly look at it here, but it's I don't know what's going on. Maybe people it's at home, and since I have tools and all that, maybe people are looking to buy tools to do DIY around the house. Personally, I was talking to my wife the other day. Since we are in lockdown here in the UK, we have another 4 weeks of lockdown. I said, well, let's go and buy some paint and start painting the flat, So maybe that could be a reason why.
Yep, and I'm seeing record traffic on my sites as well. So it's just it's interesting to see this very crazy time where people are stuck at home for a little while. Traffic dipped. I think people were just watching the news, checking out news channels. And then once we're stabilized at home, yeah, people are browsing online. They're looking at our websites, which is very interesting.
Yeah.
So
that's awesome.
Yeah, very cool. And I guess any other cool stuff going on with your channel that you want to mention before we finish up?
No, it's I love to do live streams, and I love to Doug was a little bit surprised that some other people joined the Zoom meeting, And I like to do those kind of meetings because we can talk, we can chat, and we talk on the mic, and we express our ideas, opinions, what we do. And I think that's great. So if you guys want to join me every now and then, just look for the Hasta la Vista Boss YouTube channel, and let's have some fun, and and make some business.
Very cool. Yeah, and it definitely, if you watch the live stream, when you check out the live stream, Adrian didn't tell me that people were going to hop on. He said, oh yeah, like folks can join. And then it was a Zoom call. So the person like popped up in my little window, which was, I just wasn't expecting it. I've done a lot of live streams. I can handle, random questions and different stuff, but it was surprising to see just a random person pop up. So you don't know what's going to happen on his live stream. So definitely check in. And yeah, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. And I know we're working through what we need to do to get out the other side. But the fact is, you develop skills in SEO, content marketing, website design, all these different things from taking action and getting started. And it's amazing, right? Yeah, our business models change. Before Amazon was in place, right? Before Amazon Associates were even a program, before that was even there was other kinds of internet marketing. And before the internet, there was other kind of referral marketing. So things shift, and, it's definitely a time for adjusting and pivoting and figuring things out. But there's always people looking to do this kind of marketing, and there's companies that need our help. So I think we're going to be okay, Adrian.
For sure. Just one last thing before we go, Doug. If you guys think about it, like Doug was saying, there are always going to be businesses that need customers. So maybe like Amazon, they're not going to need us right now. That's why they're probably cutting the fees and all that, because they say, well, we're too big now. But they always going to need us, in some way or another. They always need customers to make money. So we are always going to be there for them,
Oh, yeah, most definitely. Well, thanks a lot, Adrian. Really appreciate it. Have a good one out there.
And you, buddy. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot to Adrian. Don't forget to check out his channel. There's a link in the description. I've done an interview over there, and it turned out pretty well. So you should have a look at that one. And yeah, if you're new to the channel and you stuck around for this long, watch a couple other videos. If you like what you see, please do subscribe.